Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, family. You already know what time it is. Gang. We in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and be a part of the crew. Smash that like button to see what it do. Okay, so today is January 17, 2022. This equivalates to the number 6, which equivalates to you needing to establish some sort of balance or balancing out your emotions, more than likely, because we got the full moon in Cancer. We got the sun in Capricorn. Sun in Capricorn, my bad. All right, so for the alignments, we have the moon in Cancer opposed Pluto in Capricorn. So this is feeling complete or incomplete, and like you're missing something or needing more from your job. So you might find yourself dissatisfied whenever it comes to the place that you work at, your career, the goals that you have set in place. And this is if you haven't been working towards making sure that the energy is good around the time of the full moon. You're going to be feeling either fulfilled or unfulfilled in certain places. You might also feel unsatisfied with your relationship status, leading to you reflecting and becoming over emotional. So you might find yourself being toxic whenever it comes to handling rejection, which can lead to arguments regarding your feelings. Also, you might realize a person was playing with your feelings and not taking the relationship serious. So this could also lead to another emotional imbalance. During this time, you'll also find certain information being revealed whenever it comes to your relationship or your job. You might have a need to feel emotionally validated and secure. So you might feel like you need to push yourself to accomplish certain things. You might also feel overwhelmed or drained from work. And the full moon is going to go into Cancer around like 5 o'clock. So whenever it does, all of that energy from moon in Cancer opposed Pluto in Capricorn will be built up. And this is if, like I said, you either going to be feeling fulfilled or unfulfilled during this time. So once the full moon goes to Cancer, you might feel emotionally charged whenever it comes to arguments or disagreements, meaning that you'll go over the top whenever it comes to showing your feelings or emotions for an individual. This is definitely whenever it comes to like relationships. You might have a strong desire to emotionally connect and be understood. And by 10 o'clock, the moon is going to transit into Leo from Cancer. So once it does, everything that built up from the full moon in Cancer, once it transitions over to Leo, you might be dealing with emotions and being over dramatic whenever it comes to dealing with your feelings and emotions. You might be wanting to feel relatable with the feelings that you express. And then going into masonry and numerology, today's January 17th to 22, which equates to number 6. But if you pay attention, because like they said, history repeats itself. So in terms of like history wise, it would be, so this is like how you guys learn how Masons use transits and astrology to create events. So on January 17th, 1961, President Dwight D. Eisenhower had released a farewell speech. And he said, in the councils of the government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. And it's funny because on January 17, 2020, this is whenever the rise of misplaced power exists and persists, because on January 17, 2020, that's whenever this whole thing kicked off with this whole, you know what I'm saying, y'all getting this jab and all this other stuff. They started putting sanctions in terms of where you could travel and started making all these requirements. So it just connects the two, because January 17, 1961 equivalent to the number 8 in numerology, meaning that there's going to be some change and transformations. And like I said, everything in terms of history repeats itself. So they go with, you know what I'm saying, the transits, and at the same time with it being a full wolf moon, it's basically saying that this is the time to where there will be some sort of like, you know, whenever you say we're going to feed you to the wolves, it's like the people would be the sheep and the the political figures would be the wolves, and the sheep are being fed to the wolves. So in terms of like what's going on now, for you might see articles in terms of the news geared towards, you might see articles in terms of the news geared towards, like, especially with it being a full moon, you'll see situations to where an emotionally charged person doesn't care about their position, and will act out a crime based on their feelings. So this is what you'll probably see in the news today with this full moon in Cancer. And then whenever it comes to a political standpoint, this is going to be a time to where you'll see new laws geared towards your job, resulting in a loss of freedom. So what they'll do is they'll use a person of status as an example. So like some actor, actress, sports player, whatever. And they're going to use somebody that the people care for in terms of emotionally, and put them in some sort of position to where they're able to lose their job or their status based upon them not doing what's going on today, which is taking a jab. All right, so hopefully this helped you guys out for today. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.